One of the questions that I get asked the most is how do I create my own chatbot on ChatGPT? I'm going to share a video with a business owner and show you step by step. But before I do that, let me just give you the quick summary. If you don't have time to watch the whole video, it's really simple. First of all, on the left-hand side, if you scroll down, you're going to see where it says Explore GPTs. Select that. You get into the GPT store. You'll see that there are already millions of GPTs that have been created by people all around the world. You could try some of those out. If you want to create your own, top right corner, just press create. If you have the free version, you cannot do this. You have to have the paid version. Select create. It'll bring you into this area where it says configure. You just select create. And this is your own personal programmer that's going to create the chatbot for you. It's going to ask you about 4 or 5 questions. And when it's done, it's going to ask you to check it out. This is the sandbox where you would test it to make sure it's working the way you want it. Once you're happy with it, go to the top right here and press create, and you are done. And this is only going to take you about 4 minutes. So now I'm going to show you a step-by-step working with Tom Larson, the owner of Larson Insurance, and you'll find it's a very easy process, even for a beginner. If you like this video, please like, please subscribe. I put a lot of time into it. I'm trying to create as much quality as I can for you. Thank you very much. All right. So, Tom, you want to create some form of a chatbot
Yeah.
for your business, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Kind of explain to me what you're trying to create here.
Well, I figure um if people are doing a search, right? So they're searching and using ChatGPT as their search instead of Google. And hopefully if it's like insurance in Buffalo or auto insurance in Buffalo or homeowner insurance in Buffalo, my stuff will come up at the top of the list, almost like a Google search would be. So that's what my thought process is, that the more I feed into ChatGPT, because it's a learning mechanism and it's constantly learning, the more I can feed into it from my perspective, then maybe I would come at the top of the searches.
Search engine optimization is turning into answer engine optimization because we have these chatbots that are in our pocket, these AI assistants that are
Yeah.
really going to know us so well. They'll no longer give you a 10 pages of search like you get in Google. It'll pretty much be one answer
Mhm.
because they know you, who you are, and the type of content that you want. Or you wanted to create something that's going to be able to answer frequently asked questions
Right.
and just
Right.
insurance type questions, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So we could definitely create that. And I guess then what's I would assume that the connection here is that you would want this somehow linked to your website or some
Yeah.
kind of a social media
Yeah.
connection or something.
Yeah. Either my website or my Facebook page, either or both.
ChatGPT and what we can create there is not completely at that level where you're going to be able to create that chatbot and then attach it to your website
Okay.
without some help. But the way that we're going to create a chatbot is on the left-hand side, you would hit Explore GPTs. That's where the GPT store is. And as long as you have the paid version, which I know you do,
Yep.
you hit create, the create button,
Okay.
and now we're going to create this chatbot for you. First of all, it's just asking, what would you like to make? And what do we want to make here?
Um, I don't know, insurance answers to the most pressing question.
So insurance answers to the most pressing questions. We'll start with that. Now you'll see that it's updating the GPT. It's
Yep.
essentially doing the programming in the background.
And I don't do health insurance, so if anything comes up um, that says something about health, I don't do health insurance. So
Okay, that sounds good.
yeah,
It's
yep,
asking us what the name is. That sounds good. But
yep.
be sure to not include any topics on health insurance. So now it's gonna start programming again. Insurance advisor is set. Let's move on to creating a profile picture. So create one for me, and then let it just create one. Okay, there it's got
Yeah.
looks like, almost like an insurance policy, a
Yeah.
home, car. That looks good.
Yeah. That's not too bad.
Here's a profile picture. Do you like it? I like it. All right. What should be emphasized or avoided when answering insurance related questions?
I would say personal insurance like home, auto, umbrella.
Focus specifically on what are
Home,
the home?
yep, auto, umbrella. That should do it for right now.
Avoid health insurance.
Yep.
It's refine the focus to specifically cover home, auto, umbrella while avoiding health insurance.
Yes.
All right. Does that align? Yes, it does. Perfect. Is there anything else we'd like to adjust or should we test it? The paperclip here, we can
Yeah.
attach files. Now, you had mentioned you have a list of frequently asked
Yep.
questions that we want to put in there. Okay,
Right.
right? All right, so I'm gonna upload that list. Okay, so then here's a list of frequently asked
Hmm.
questions that I've answered.
Yep.
If any of these questions get asked, always use my answer. How about that? Something like
Sounds
that?
good. Yep.
Integrated your FAQ document so that any matching questions will return your exact answers. Is there anything else that you'd like to adjust or refine? So we want to offer some kind of disclaimer, right?
Okay.
After every answer, what should we say in this disclaimer?
Something about like every policy um, language is different, so consult your insurance policy and or carrier for the exact coverages you are looking for. Something like that.
So I'm going to just say I'm creating a
Okay.
chatbot that focuses on insurance and want to make sure that there's a disclaimer at the bottom. Here's what
Yeah.
I wrote. Please make it better. I put what we wrote, and now it's going to give us a better. There we go. The information provided by this app is a helpful starting point. However, insurance policies and regulations vary by state
Yep.
and individual
Perfect.
circumstances. Always consult with a licensed professional.
Perfect.
All right, so I'm going to take that. Okay,
Yep.
there we go. Disclaimer has been added. All right, do you want to test it out? So we want to ask a question on one of those frequently asked questions to see if
Yep.
it's responding correctly there.
Okay.
And we just want to ask any kind of a basic insurance question.
Does my auto insurance cover me when I borrow my brother's car?
Okay. Auto
Perfect.
insurance generally follows the car, not the driver. This means that your brother's auto insurance would typically be the primary coverage. If you borrow his car and are involved in an accident, you own auto insurance. Your own auto insurance might provide secondary coverage, such as filling in gaps for damages exceeding his policy limit. It's important to confirm your brother's policy includes permissive use coverage, which allows non-listed drivers to borrow the car occasionally. If not, his insurance may deny the claim. Additionally, any damages to the borrowed car might increase your brother's premiums, not yours. And then we have the disclaimer down below.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Perfect. Yep.
Okay, very good. Now, was that a question that you had as part of your frequently asked
Yes.
questions? It
Yes.
was. So let's ask a question that's not on the frequently asked questions and see if it gets that right. My neighbor's tree fell on my garage. Does their insurance cover my garage damage?
Yep.
In most cases, your homeowner's insurance would cover the damage to your garage, not your neighbor's insurance.
Right.
Typically, a tree falling is considered an act of God or a natural event beyond human control, so liability is not automatically transferred to the tree owners. However, if the tree was dead, diseased, or poorly maintained, and your neighbor was aware or should have been aware of the risk, their liability insurance might cover the damage. In such cases, you would need to provide evidence of negligence. You should file a claim with your homeowner's insurance. Your insurance company may later seek reimbursement from your neighbor's insurance. If negligence is determined, then it
Yep.
also has the disclaimer at the bottom. What do you think?
Yep. That's the exact answer it should be.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so this is looking good. So then what we do is we just press the create button, save it, and we could just hit view GPT and it exists.
Okay.
Okay, just like that.
Yep.
Now, if edits needed to be made, you could go back to the edit function
Okay.
and we're back to where we started, right?
Yep.
Now, in the configure, that's where all of the guts are of what we just created, and
Okay.
it's all been populated. And here is that one file that we uploaded into it,
Okay.
and now it's, ready to go.
Great.
What you're looking for is now how do you take this and share this with your clients, whoever, right?
Yep.
I mean, that's really the next step.
Yeah. And the other question I have is should can first of all, can the name of the bot be changed? That's number one.
Yeah, so you would just go
Okay.
back to Edit GPT,
Okay.
go to
I-
Configure,
I'm just
and
wondering if I should say something like insurance advisor in Buffalo, just really narrow it down more, or insurance advisor in New York State, which is where my license is New York State. Um, should I just narrow it down so that I'm just picking up people that I can really help?
I would.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
I would. So
okay.
then, because it really ultimately you want to,
I don't want somebody from California,
no,
or
exactly.
or
So,
Florida, two bad states for insurance.
yeah, agreed. So then you could
Great.
rename it
Yep,
Insurance Advisor in New York
yep,
State or something like
beautiful.
that.
Yep,
What I'd like you to do is take the steps to try it on your own. Have you
yep.
ever created a GPT before?
Not yet. Nope. I
Okay.
I think I played around with it, but I didn't create one yet.
All right. Why don't you go through the process of creating this
Okay.
and see how you do? Do you feel like
Okay.
you're going to struggle at all with this?
Not if you send me the yours, then I'll just follow along and figure it out.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, ready. I'll just send it right over to you.
Okay. Sounds
All right.
good. Yep.
All right,
Thanks,
thanks, Tom.
Tony.
You take care.
Yes. Thanks. Thanks, buddy.
Bye-bye.
All
Yeah, you
right.
got
Bye.
it.